This meeting is being live streamed.
Snoochie
What happened to
Boochies.
Creepy Lady?
I don't know.
We haven't had her talk for a while.
Was that the recording person?
Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah. The live
I
stream
know.
is more smooth transition.
I think it's just they don't want to interfere with the any audio overlay that they might be having going on for it.
That's fair. All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. It has been a bit. We are here still deep in the throes of Ethrin, deep underneath the Reghead Glacier, exploring these ruins of this ancient floating city. You guys have explored most of the city and have made your way into the final arcane tower, looking for the last part of the octade that you guys have been kind of looking for, kind of stumbled upon in some of the areas, and knowing that the octade will open up the door or allow you access to the tower here where the Ethrin Mylar is. So you guys can hopefully control some weather. And so here in this final tower, last we left off, you guys had fought a number of large living Bigsby's hands that slapped the shit out of some of you. And after you guys had defeated the living hands, you guys specifically, or somebody, I actually can't forget who, but somebody touched the tower that's kind of sitting on a pedestal in the middle of the room, and kind of a planar door opened up, shimmering on one side, and Eno in his firebear form went through to the other side of the door and was greeted by three kind of older looking women with dark kind of purplish skin, long black hair, and they looked to you and they said, welcome to Auntie's house.
Are you all Auntie?
And that's where we had left off, was having gone to the other side and being greeted by three kind of older looking women.
So yeah, this is gonna be awkward because I can only speak in a primordial language. So let's see if they understand me. Because I'm just as surprised to see them, and I go, Auntie who?
And responding in primordial, you hear them say, well, it's Auntie Pinch, Pillage, and Plunder.
Oh, how interesting is that?
And we're open for business. What brings you to our house tonight?
Well,
it's not often that someone of your nature comes in here.
Well, unfortunately, I hate to say this, it kind of was an accident. However, it is a pleasure to meet the three of you.
Accidents are just causal things that are unknown.
You speak just like my father.
Your father must be an interesting man.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. I think he's probably as old as these mountains, actually.
Well, isn't that something?
So, what exactly brings three hags to the middle of a forgotten city behind a planar door? That's the curious thing.
Who says that we are in a planar in a forgotten city?
Oh, that's because that's where I just came from, through this planar door.
Well, because you came from there doesn't mean that we are there as well.
Well, then where am I? Because that's curious as well.
You have joined us here on the ethereal plane at Auntie's
Now,
house.
that is very interesting, ladies. Very interesting indeed. You're telling me we are in the land of dreams right now.
This is where we have made our home.
How very, very prosperous of you. I'm highly impressed, ladies.
And where do you make your home?
The spine of the world on the plane of Faerun.
Spine, and you see them kind of like look to each other and kind of, ah, yes, Faerun, we've been there before.
Wouldn't surprise me with people of such prosperous talents as yourselves.
The kind of the one in the front, she says, "Well, you speak very kind words here."
Well, I'm just intruding, and I do apologize about that, by the way, ladies. I did not mean to intrude. And you seem like pleasant folk, and I just hope that we can pass by and, bygones be bygones, and I can close this door and I can be out of your hair.
We are you
I'm-
traveling with a companion?
Multiple.
Wasn't that? Okay, so at this point, it's been a minute or so.
It's been a couple
since,
minutes, guys.
since Eno has walked through this ethereal door. What are the rest of you doing?
I was just listening because my character can speak primordial, but I would
I don't
tend
know if you can
not
even
let-
see through the door.
No, so far it was just Eno who had walked through the door, and everyone else had stayed back.
Oh, and does the door not allow sound to come through?
No,
portal.
it is a portal.
Oh. I mean, after a minute or so, I suppose we'll start wondering where you are.
That's it. Maybe a day later we'll check. Do we have any insight as to like what the door is, where it goes, what it might be about, what triggered it?
You guys know that the pedestal triggered it, and I said something in my primordial language, which I think you can kind of understand.
I
it was along
can't
the lines
unless
of-
I spend a spell slot.
I
but-
know
Ah,
I
okay.
definitely speak primordial. So
That's
yeah,
what it is.
whatever you
So
said,
it's
I-
Colin that could understand me, and I was like, okay, I'll go check it out since I'm on fire.
We're still looking for the phrase for this last one, aren't we?
You did not locate it in this tower, no.
Right. So now we're in the doorway. Okay.
Okay. Are we following him?
What did he say in Primordial when he went through?
I don't remember. He said,
What did you say?
Did he say I'll check it out?
I'll go check it out since I'm on fire.
"Do we give him a moment to check it out?"
Well, it's been
Probably.
like 2 minutes.
Did we send him in because he's on fire because it looked like the place
No,
was
I
on
didn't even
fire?
give you guys got a chance to argue against
No,
me.
it
I just
was
walked through.
it was essentially a 8 foot tall, 4 foot wide, basically shimmering door that kind of appeared when the miniature tower was touched in the center of the chamber.
Oh,
So.
fuck it. Yeah. Go in after like a minute, 2. He doesn't come out.
Okay.
That's my ammo. I don't know about the rest of you. So,
Sure, I'll go with you.
yeah.
So pretty much as soon as I said multiple people.
Oh, there's
As you-
multiple of us.
As you do, everybody kind of starts piling in and whatnot, and they go, "Oh, more guests. We'll have to make a bigger pot of stew should you stay for dinner."
I don't want
For
to be
dinner or as dinner?
See,
Herbal.
now with everybody here, I might revert to normal form.
Might
Yeah, I
be
don't know if
getting
we
a little
understood
tight.
that comment.
Yeah, I'm okay. Fall back into normal Goliath,
And you see them kind of like they don't seem surprised at all that you are not
Oh.
what you initially looked like.
Yeah, I am not surprised at all that they aren't surprised at all. Like it's one of
They
those, hey, yeah.
they do
we
continue
know-
to speak primordial to you.
Well, that yeah, it doesn't work anymore.
That's interesting.
And
If they're still, I'd be like, I'm not sure anybody else. Well, it's wild to me that you can change into a thing and speak primordial, but then not yourself know how to speak that language when you revert.
I
Like,
speak Sylvan, which is kind of a dialect of it.
yeah, but it just seems weird that they don't let
Oh,
you.
I fully agree.
That seems.
Like
I'm
you
not
can
saying anything
retain.
against that. You're 100% right. I'm just saying I speak a version of it.
Yeah, it'd be like a phone
Can
mechanic.
you
Like if
translate
you
for
can
us?
retain.
I mean, I could
ability.
translate, unless you ladies don't mind speaking common for us.
well, of course we don't mind speaking common to our guests.
Right.
It's not often that we have 6, 7 people stumble into our home here.
By the way, we're not on Faerun anymore, guys.
We're not what?
Not in
On
Kansas
Faerun.
anymore.
We're not in Kansas anymore. We left the plane of existence. We are now on a very different plane of existence.
I mean, okay.
They do exist.
And kind of the one kind of towards the back of the room, she says, "Let us introduce ourselves. I am Auntie Pillage. My sister here is Auntie Pinch, and over here is Auntie Plunder.
Oof.
And the three of us, we take care of our home here. What brings you to our home? What are your
Why was there a
names?"
gateway to your home in the middle of an really old city?
That is an odd question.
Can I, ladies, when was the last time you were on Faerun?
And you see Auntie Plunder kind of stroke her chin a little bit and then kind of look up, and she says, "For us, it's been a few weeks,
Okay.
but for
maybe.
you, that could have been yesterday
Yeah, exactly.
For
I
a
kind of
1,000 years?
or 1,000 years."
so when
Okay.
you left Faerun to come to this plane, you probably left your portal open on the other side and closed it here, correct?
We have many different ways of traveling the plains.
Oh, how interesting. Then forget everything I just said because everything I just said has now been proven incorrect. Thank you for showing me that.
Interesting and all, but could we know quickly if we close that door, will we suddenly jump quicker through time? Should we keep the door open? I don't really intend to be missing for 1,000 years
No.
by accident.
Do we have any reason to stay here? Like these people look great. They probably
They
have
invited us
Must
for
be very
dinner.
nice.
but we've got a very important appointment to attend.
Are we looking for like the engraving of the phrase that we need, the riddle or something?
Yes.
We are.
Can I look around and see if it looks like they have anything like that? Or
Yeah, you can definitely look around. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
thank you. I got an 8.
Looking around, there's a lot of stuff here, in their room here. Let's see if I can try and, you know, may regret pulling this over, but and you look in and like, there are pots and pans. There's so many things kind of strung up on the wall and whatnot that it's hard to make. It's hard to see anything kind of note of words that you're kind of used to looking for and whatnot.
I mean, should we just ask them?
Yeah.
Could someone please ask for us?
So we're looking for a phrase related to this Netherese city that has crashed in our region, right? Of Faerun. And it contains keys, right, to access part of that city. Each of those keys are phrases and they're stored in all of the different towers that are corresponding to different magic. We're in the tower of, please help me out here. What tower are we in?
Oh boy.
Conjuration.
Thank you.
Conjuration.
I'll give it to you.
There we go. I was gonna look at my notes
Would
and stuff,
this
but I
door
could have, but
considered like a conjuration magic? Is that why this is tied
maybe could be. Good. So we're in the Tower of Conjuration, and we're looking for the passphrase for this thing. Do you have the passphrase for us? Would be much appreciated if you did have the passphrase for us.
She says, Auntie Pillage this time, kind of looks to you, and she says, you're asking for a lot of things, but you haven't introduced yourself.
I am Bob, and these are my companions.
Aaron,
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
lie to a hag.
I don't want to tell a hag
Yeah.
my name.
That's fair.
That's the thing. Like,
Not like telling a demon your name, but yes, I agree. It's probably not awesome.
out of character. No, it definitely is not a good thing. In character, I don't know.
Monty, she looks to you and she says, well, Bob, it's nice to meet you. Your friend Aaron over here seems to think that games are about.
Well, that's her friendly name, right? That she uses with close acquaintances. So that's the name she's been giving all of us. I'm sure she has probably many names.
Well,
It has
my
a
full
rich
name is
history.
Aaron Nananasanol, and it's just too long, so I go by Aaron.
Just digging hole.
Digging holes.
Sorry.
She does have many names and she has a very storied past. You can understand that she doesn't necessarily want to let certain people know her name and where she might be about. So she hasn't even told us, I think, all of her details.
Gonna get undressed and get right in the stew pot.
So
I was
again,
doing so good. I was doing so good, and you guys came through the door. I was doing so good.
next time you go through a magical door, we'll just wait a couple days. So Miss Auntie, can you help us out with the phrase? And what will it cost?
See, that's the thing, is that we have made this place our home, and it wasn't one that we built ourselves, but perhaps one that we found. And there may be things that were here before we came, and we would definitely be willing to share them with you. But like you said, it's for a price.
Mm-hmm. Everything is.
She says, you mentioned something about that you're looking for words on a wall, perhaps?
A key phrase associated with this tower. Generally, they've been written or inscribed in the towers, on the wall, on a pedestal, on something notable.
Phrase of instruction.
And
Yeah,
you see her kind of wave her hand, and you see kind of like this tapestry kind of move to the side a little bit. And as it moves to the side, you see the word second. And then you see the start of the word, a second word that says like SUM. And she says, you mean something like this? And kind of gestures up at the wall.
Yeah. Just like that. And what are words worth to you?
Words are, it's but a small price to the aunties, for we are fair in what we ask for. But it's a simple price. All we ask for is a single memory from each of your minds.
Do we get to choose it?
Oh no.
Do we get to keep it?
Nope.
You can choose your memory, but you don't get to keep it. That will become the property of aunties.
You must have some conditions as to the type of memory we choose. What type of memory are you looking for?
It has to be something of worth. Perhaps a memory of your mother. Perhaps a memory of a lover. Perhaps a memory of the best breakfast you've ever had. Those are always delicious.
Mm, those
But
are
what
delicious.
memory are you willing to part with for this knowledge you seek?
Does it have to be a good memory?
It doesn't have to be a good memory, for all memories make us who we are, both good and bad. So we'll start with you, Bob.
Oh, yeah, Bob. I
And you hear them
Hold on,
cackle.
hold on, hold on.
You hear them
Um,
cackle as they know your name isn't Bob.
Before you can speak,
but you're good with that.
puts a heavy hand on you and shakes his head. Ladies,
Well, would we like to confer as a group on this before
Hold on.
proceeding?
I have a counter offer.
Okay.
My memories.
Like all of them?
And Auntie Pinch looks to you and she says, "What do you mean by your memories?"
You will not touch my friends. Not one. You can do whatever you want to me, but you will not touch their memories.
Auntie Pinch says, "That does sound tempting. Delicious in all those memories. But we'd like a little spice of life."
Oh, I have plenty of that. My memories consist of my entire being, of being on this adventure. The only reason I'm here is because of my own memories. I will give you everything you ask for and everything you want. Just leave them out of it. It is my fault they are here. Please do not harm them. Do whatever you want.
I mean, that's very noble, but like we all knew there was risk coming to here, so you don't necessarily need to sacrifice so much.
Yeah, it's just a drop in the bucket. One from each of us is a small
You don't
price to pay for the
understand.
last thing we need.
Auntie Plunder says, "Yes, it's just a drop in the bucket." As Alice has said. And Alice catches you off guard that she knows your name.
That's what I'm talking about. You know everything already of everything we just told you, as well as everything we did not. That's how I know I can't trust you to not take something more than what is being offered by myself. I'm giving you everything I have in my head.
We wouldn't take more from you than what we have asked.
Contract.
A contract, of course. A blood contract? Is that what you wish to sign?
A blood contract of all parties involved that says you will remove one singular memory. One.
Hold on. Whose blood? I wasn't ready to tell them my name, let alone give them my blood.
Well, wanting to tell them, they already know it.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I was apprehensive about even introducing myself. I'm not making a blood oath with a hag.
Yeah, I'm a pass on that, bro.
You can trust us. What have we done
Insight check.
to deceive you?
You have done
We-
nothing to deceive me
We've
personally.
been honest with you.
You have.
We have shown you in good faith that
Yes.
there are words on our wall. And what have we got in return? Dishonesty from Monty. Dishonesty
Ounce of
from-
prevention. Ounce of prevention.
from
Right.
Alice.
You
Ladies,
you've
it's
all
only- yeah.
should understand protecting very vital resources such as your name and your blood. We're just cautious. I'm sure you've understand there's rules that need to be played in order to survive as long as you have. We only wish to follow those same rules.
And for you,
Isn't that
all we're asking for is a simple memory. Something to spice up our next book club.
Oh. How interesting is that? Would a memory of, say, the village of my enemy tribe possibly be worth more than anything else?
Auntie Pinch says, well, that could be a delicious topic to discuss.
Would it be worth more than, say, the location of my own village?
Auntie Pillage says, whatever memory you're wanting to give to us, we will be more than happy to discuss.
Look at everybody. I don't know. This is beyond what we've ever dealt with before.
well,
I've got one. How do we do this?
yeah, I'm not about to fight three hags by definition, not by appearance, excuse me, in their own homes. So
I mean, Nicola has some things he'd like to forget.
Isn't that impossible for you though? Like, wouldn't that like break
over a month
something?
ago.
There's
Yeah,
only
try,
one way to
try to
find
have
out.
him take a memory from this month, see what happens.
Right?
I'm more worried about certain people in this group that have taken oaths.
What else?
Who's got an oath?
The cleric.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. These are demons. They're not demons that classified as undead. I don't think.
No, they're not. Hags aren't demons.
They're fiends.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it just like anyone else, right?
Right? Yeah.
They were previously Fae at one point, but they have been
Corrupted Fae,
expelled
pretty
from the
much.
Fae.
They've fallen
I
from
want to make deals with
Fae.
these fucking things. Yeah. But
All right. Well,
we stepped in their house, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of
I'd
in
rather
the
lose a
shit.
memory than be stew. So do I tell
that's
you the
somewhat
memory or do you pluck it from my consciousness?
She says,
How can I deliver?
when you're ready, and Auntie Pinch kind of comes up to you and she says, bring it to the forefront of your memory. And do not fear, I won't take or look for more than what you are offering. She says, when you're ready, I will simply pinch it out of you. And so she kind of walks over to you, and what memory are
I
you?
I'm remembering when Tehran and I were sparring and practicing in a dappled clearing in a forest early on when he was like training me.
Okay. Sounds good. And as you have that memory in the forefront of your mind, you see her kind of like take her like three fingers and kind of like pinch kind of like right along your at the edge of your forehead, and kind of you see a silvery strand kind of pull out from you. Um, and she kind of grabs a small little bottle, and she kind of slowly drops it into there, and you see it kind of like she puts a like cork on it, and kind of you see it kind of shimmering around in there. She says, "See, was that so painful?"
Was what so painful?
Exactly.
Sure.
Mm.
I'll step up and I'll say no more, no less. Just this one thing from my person, correct?
Just the one thing.
Okay. Sure. Um, all right then. And I'll kind of like lean in and I'll think of a time where on the coast I went fishing and had a really quiet but serene day with Opal. Um, and give up the memory of that day and like the sunset and all the things we did that day.
She says,
Let
"Ah,
that go.
this the serene that can make it can quell the stomach on a improper night." And you see her kind of like take again kind of pinching your forehead and pulling out this kind of silvery, so yours is almost a little bit more grayish in color, and kind of put it into a different stopper bottle.
It was a good
um
day. I hope you enjoy it.
she says, "All memories are fully enjoyed. um thank you for your uh thank you for your addition to our collection."
I'll step forward, and the memory I'm going to present is the memory of meeting the god. What was his name? The sun god.
What was his name? Yes,
That dude.
that dude.
Lathander? Was it Lathander?
Lathander.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And so uh you see her kind of like go to pinch it out from you, and you see her kind of like it almost like burns her fingers a little bit. It's very bright as she pulls it out from you, and she goes, "Well, isn't this an interesting story?
I figured you'd like that for your book club.
This will definitely be one that will uh, be the talk of the club
Well,
next
it's because
time."
I don't want to remember that either.
Okay, I'll step up. I will offer up the first time playing in front of a crowd that received a standing ovation. So I was playing the lute. There was a particularly very beautiful woman in the front. Standing ovation is beautiful culmination of my efforts to date. So
Dante Pinch says, and as she pulls it out, you hear almost like a little bit of a tinkling kind of coming off of this memory, and you hear the rest of you hear kind of like applause coming from it. And
one more.
Ante Pinch says, "The first, that is a powerful memory.
Oh,
We appreciate your contribution."
okay. I have a lot of standing ovations. It's good.
I step forward and offer the guilt and why I had to leave my island.
Ooh.
All the war crimes that were done at the behest of the people that we followed.
She says, sorrow. Sorrow can make a dish so delicious. Ah, but such sweet sorrow. We 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 love that taste. It is what makes us part of who we are. Um, and with that, you see this kind of like solemn sort of vague memory get pulled from your head. And as you guys are watching her pull these from you and put these into glass jars or vials and whatnot, you see kind of your names appear on labels that are on the necks of these vials.
Hmm.
And she looks to you, Nicola, and she says, Monsieur Nicola, what memory will you offer Auntie Pinch today?
I would like to offer up the memories in between the time when my ship got stuck and when I took this off of my best friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
All the sights, all the smells, the tastes, the textures.
Ooh.
I want to forget it all, but I don't want to forget my friend.
you see Auntie Pinch kind of like lick her lips as
That's what
you
she wanted.
prepare these memories for you. And she says, some things we can be a burden to carry with you. And Auntie Pinch would be more than happy to help unburden them from you. And you see her kind of this time it's not just a singular memory, but almost it's a whole handful of memories that she pulls from you. And the jar that she had pulled, she had prepared for you. She says, "Well, this won't do." And you see her kind of go and grab. She says, Auntie Pillage, I need the bigger one. And Auntie Pillage kind of comes from the back and with a large sort of like wide mouth jar. Um, you see her kind of like pull this large mass of memories from you and kind of slowly, carefully place them into the jar below. And she says, well, hopefully, uh, some of you will feel unburdened. Others of you will feel clarity in things. And all of you can sleep well at night, uh, knowing that you have made a fair fair deal with your aunties. And you see kind of Auntie Plunder kind of flick her hand and kind of expose the rest of the words for you to see. Um, and the words you just kind of like look over, kind of still stunned a little bit from having given up some of your memories. Some of you feeling a little bit empty, some of you feeling a little bit relieved with memories that you've given up. But you are all able to read in Draconic. It says, second, summon a flame in the palm of your hand. I will copy and paste it into the chat. And Auntie Pillage kind of looks to you guys as you guys are reading, and she says, is there anything else that your aunties can do for you here?
Allow us to leave peacefully.
Well, of course we will not allow you to leave peacefully.
That's all we need.
And she kind of gestures to the door that's kind of still behind you and whatnot. And she says, if there's anything else you need, you know where to find us.
That's great. Thank you.
Good day.
And anyone who
Okay,
has
dude.
a passive perception of 19 or more, you hear Auntie Plunder say, and we know where to find you.
Cool. Uh-huh. All right then. Leave now,
Yep.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Never eat stew again.
The stew is people and memories.
With a little spice of life in there.
Okay, well then. We have all of the pieces then, don't we?
It seems.
You guys, I believe, have visited all 8 towers and have
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Just rolling for some temporary hit points for as an action.
as you exit back out of Auntie's house, you kind of like you feel kind of a warmth on like the forearm of your arm, and you look down, and you see your kind of clear skin, devoid of anything that may have been on there at one point in the past.
Ah,
Can you give up that memory?
Mm-hmm.
All beans.
oh, that makes me feel better.
I don't think I gave up much. I go fishing a lot, so
Hey, when you go fishing, do you use Opal as a boat?
yeah,
Just paddle on
Hell
the
yeah.
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
What a
think?
good girl.
What do you think the saddle's for?
That's right. It's one of them vehicles that works on the land and the water.
Amphibious. It's one of those words I know.
But Ashar, when you think back on the times you've gone fishing with Opal, you don't realize it when you think about it, but it's just a little bit grayer than what it was.
You remember less of your fishing with Opal.
All the sunsets are a little shittier.
Yep.
Is what it is.
That's why I gave a specific memory.
2. All right. So we have all the pieces on, do we not?
Yes.
Seems
Okay.
so. We have
Colin,
to go to the magic door.
Okay. You guys head back. Out of the Tower of Conjuration. And kind of head back down to the city streets. And what are you guys doing?
I mean, it's kinda
Rest first, or
yeah, it's still kind of it's like the middle of a day,
Should
isn't it?
rest.
It is early, kind of to mid-morning, of this new day that you guys are in.
All right. Yeah, maybe we take a short rest and we climb the tower. Because I think we've done near or literally everything in this place that seems interesting or notable. So, I imagine this is going to be dangerous.
probably.
I don't feel particularly used up in resources for the day. I don't know how the rest of you feel. It was a rough morning.
I could rest, but
Ow.
Yeah.
ow.
Took some bumps.
Ow.
No one wants to play lightning football first.
Hey, there's Rob.
Alex,
There he is.
can you bump your output a little bit?
Sorry, is this better?
Yep.
Not particularly to me, but
I don't know. That could be.
Okay.
I'm speaking at normal volume right now.
Perpetually, Mike woes.
I'd say it is a little bit on the low side. If you want, if you can bump it up in Zoom. Quixotic. I don't know at what point you joined us.
About 2 minutes ago.
All right. So you guys had stumbled upon a Hague's lair. Or Hague's den. In the Conjuration Tower. Or Tower of Conjuration. And they had asked you to give up a memory in return for the visualization of what was on the wall for the last of the arcane octades. And so
is it for each of us, or did one person do it?
they asked for each of you.
Okay.
And so retconning, what memory would you have given them?
Do we get to pick, or is it just like a something that happens?
You do get to pick. And they you kind of watched all of your friends. Auntie Pinch kind of used her 3 kind of forefingers and pinched them out of their memory, out of like their minds. And you saw these kind of like silvery strands that she put into different vials, jars, with names on them.
And it's not any memory. I'm sure it's a meaningful one, right?
It was a yeah.
Any memory.
A
Pretty
little
much any
bit. So,
memory.
like, for example, right, it's like I gave like the first standing ovation that I had where I was playing in front of a crowd.
I gave up the memory of meeting Lathander.
The god Lathander, yeah. Nicola gave up all of his memories of the time
Eating
he was
his
wrecked on the
friends.
ship, eating his friends, except his friend. He kept his friend.
It's
Yeah.
only been a couple minutes, but Nicola seems way happier.
He does.
Right?
Right.
His therapy pill is going to go way down.
Mm.
So that's just some examples of stuff that was accepted as pain.
Do you want to be the real Quixotic now?
Well, no. Do we know what everybody else gave up, or no? Like, did we say it out loud, or is it just something that?
Some of us said it aloud, some of us were quiet about it.
She commented a little bit on each one, a little bit.
Okay. I am not gonna say mine out loud, and I'm gonna give up the memory, like a positive memory with Colin's other character. I'm trying to think.
Tehran?
I'm gonna give up a positive memory of him. So that I don't feel as bad if we ever run into him again and I have to do something terrible.
Okay. And as you give up a memory of Tehran, she says, "Interesting. He must have meant something important to more than to most of you here." As Rhiannon had given up a memory of Tehran in her training before joining the group.
Remember, you liked eggs.
And no one else. It's like everybody would know that that you gave something about Tehran, but not specifically what it was.
Okay.
So, okay. Well, welcome, Rob, and everybody. As you guys find yourselves here on the street level of Ethrin, and we guys had talked about possibly finding a spot to take a short rest.
We should be able to find a burned out building or something, right?
Yeah, you guys looking around. You guys find a
We
building
go back to
that
the brothel.
What's the brothel?
the silk lined room
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Silk Line building.
Oh yeah. We could.
With the robot with the green robot standing outside of it.
Yeah. I'm
You feel
making a
bad.
joke. Please, let's not do that.
He's PIMP 5000.
You know it.
Designated model number.
And so you're able to find kind of around the base of the Tower of Conjuration, a small building that you're able to kind of hole up in for an hour. And
Woo!
you guys are able to take a quick short rest.
While we rest, let's talk about the instructions we have. Is this something that a single person in our party can accomplish?
I don't think so. I think
Can we
this is
work
gonna be something
together?
that we're gonna have to do like in
Okay.
order type situation.
So the nether, what is it? The heart from the nether oak. Did we?
Yes,
forget- Okay.
we have another oak stick.
Okay.
We do?
We do. I mean, we fought trees for it.
Yeah,
That's-
shield
yeah.
thy heart with a wand from the nether oak.
Okay. So that one we can do. The second one can be done with prestidigitation.
Summon bonfire.
Yeah,
Control
or summon
flame.
bonfire.
Yeah,
from
there's so
another-
many different things that can do that. Sacred
burnt
flame.
palm loosens the tongue, shed a secret about yourself. Okay. Coax a secret
yeah.
from another. Okay. Quench the flame in thy palm with
Trace a
ice.
circle with the ash of the dead. We have ash.
Oh,
of
we
the
got
dead.
it. Do we? Did we
Mm.
find a body somewhere?
With the ashes of the dead.
Oh, fair.
Nico has bones that he doesn't remember why he has them.
Oh, I remember why I have that bone.
Hide thyself behind a mask, but it's the illusion tower.
So
That's
disguise
you.
yourself.
That's you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
just
mean,
you.
I was gonna say I can do that. Trace a circle with the ashes. Okay, and then stand firm in the circle of death and consume poison. Do we have?
I pull a bottle of alcohol out of my bag.
Oh, yeah.
By Luce's definition, poison.
Get it? I mean, it's by literal definition poison, isn't it?
I mean, does that mean
Right.
anything bad for you is poison? I don't want to lean into semantics too much.
I mean,
Your Colin is showing.
I was like, theoretically, I do have the spell cure poison.
See if I have actual poison on me.
Best I can do is make acid.
I don't want to
Not the
consume that.
same.
No.
Do I have? Am I
You are fine. You haven't taken part of anything
outstanding?
in anything today.
Hey, you weren't part of the fight.
Those hands look funny.
Yeah. They hurt.
Thought for sure.
What is that spell?
Okay, so you guys are taking your rest, talking about your arcane octade that you guys have worked on bringing together.
It is lesser restoration.
What is your plan?
Yeah, it's just a lesser restoration spell. Cool.
So could
Okay, so who can do what?
I can do 7 of the 8. The only thing I can't figure out is if I have poison on. I don't think I have poison on me other than alcohol, which is a great idea.
You can literally do 7 out of the 8 things, and the last thing is poison.
Yeah.
We can come up with poison.
What
Okay.
kind of ashes you got, dude?
What kind of what? What?
You got ashes? You got dead people?
I feel like we can find some around here.
I can make a dead people.
Oh, I feel like
Well,
with
Not
your
it.
Grind that down.
profession, you don't have poison?
You'd think.
Weren't we
Okay.
carrying around a skull for a period of time?
Sure.
Not
We have
not
the
anybody
glowing
that's in
skull.
the group anymore.
Oh yeah.
Where'd that
Oh,
glowing
that
skull go?
other dude.
The flaming
Oh,
skull, we released it.
Yeah. And those,
No, the one that the like doctor dude.
are there any of those
Wait,
those
no,
creepy
he's a-
hands around still?
Professor Scott, he's
Yeah.
like a
He's like a robot
mechanical.
kind of.
Yeah, he's mechanical.
Oh, I thought he was
Wait,
a skull that was following us around.
what's the very
That'd be
literal
cool.
definition of the term? Ashes of the dead, right? Just it does it specify humanoid?
It says dead.
It says dead.
hmm
Is there jerky in the trail rations?
To burn it, right?
Just gotta
Yeah.
burn it up. Yeah,
Seriously.
I'm sure we've got. I'm sure
We
we've got
got
meat,
plenty of dead
got dried
around here
meat,
that we can
dried
just
fish.
burn,
Mm.
guys.
dried fish.
Yeah. I'm
And I
just,
mean-
you know,
I do have a cantrip called poison spray too.
do you
Same
really?
here.
Does
Spray
it?
it right into his mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
it sounds really.
okay. I do have. I
If you
literally.
have to also use his mouth.
I
Where
will
does it
point
come
out.
from?
I do have. We do have antitoxin, which is weird because I think it does cure poison.
I was
like the
about to
poison
say,
condition, but
Yeah, or we have multiple lesser restoration spells we can use as well.
well, or we could use
Like
the
we can
flask of
accomplish.
thing that we've never
Yeah.
we never wanted to use and save a spell slot.
Sounds like we are able to accomplish everything that we need to accomplish. So why don't we head out?
Yeah. Okay. So let
Assuming
me,
it's literal, but
well, yeah. Well, let me double check. Okay, so we have the stick. Flame, like I said, can be prestidigitation, right? Just, yep. Burnt palm loosens a tongue.
Rhiannon has the nether oak wand.
Okay. Well, but she can hand it to me if I ask nicely, I hope.
Well,
You're just gonna go do it all by yourself, and it's not gonna require all of us to do it all at the same time.
I don't know. I don't know if we all have to do it or if
That's
one of
why
us
I'm
has to
saying,
do it.
like, so let's.
Well, I
double
wasn't
check.
just gonna leave. I was just saying,
I know, but we need to make sure everyone else can do something as well. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah. I mean, the only thing we're gonna need to do is grab some ice. You know, God, I wonder where we can find that in this fucking frozen wasteland.
Let's try with one person first, and we can accomplish it with the rest of us, I assume.
Okay.
If
Am I
something
crazy or is
happens.
Keelan gone?
No, I'm here.
He's just scrolled.
Oh, my bad.
There's a
Just letting you guys talk.
changed the view. That's probably why it looks weird.
Okay, so yeah, like I
I'll be
said,
right
we'll have to get some ice or snow or something on the way over to the entryway, and then I think most of it we can do.
Well, if you're not going to drink this, I am.
What? Oh yeah,
Glug of booze.
that's not a bad idea.
so it's
This is-
interesting that it says summon a flame in the palm of the hand, and it says quench the flame in the palm of ice. I don't know. Is there do we think these need to be performed sequentially, or we need
Well,
to also
yeah.
In
suss
my
out the order?
Yeah, I think they're numbered for a reason. So
Yeah.
yeah,
do them in order.
yeah, might as well.
So
Well, I hand over the special stick.
Okay, thank you. All right, wish me luck.
Let's go.
You guys head out of the building that you guys kind of like hold up in for the last hour or so, and kind of head your way over towards the base of the tower. I just want to share this image because like this book has a lot of fucking awesome imagery in it.
Ooh, yeah.
But like this is the tower, the final kind of spire tower that you guys are working on. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse here, but kind of like this long sort of
Whoa.
tube kind of coming off to the left is what you guys are kind of going down towards the base of. As it kind of seemed like that's where the entrance was
must
up
have been
to
a
this
little
tower. So
like the art that you're showing us doesn't so much reflect what's in the map art.
It's got his 2 hoses.
They're probably given like a description each, and then
Yeah.
more decrepit than this one.
Do we see
It's
any
very alien looking.
It is very alien looking.
dispatched corpses hanging around? Do we need to burn some to get some ashes? Or did
Yeah,
Quick-
I mean, it would be probably preferred, but like I said, worst case, we can just light up some jerky.
well, I will keep my eyes open
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
dead.
Also,
Really-
Rob, I intend to inspire you before
Oh.
you begin this.
Okay.
As you guys kind of walk towards there, kind of like from where you guys heads kind of hold up, you guys don't find any other dead. But you guys do remember the hands were kind of back at the necromancy tower.
Yeah, we should be able to make a detour, right? Let's cover our bases and just grab a hand or two. Did they became inanimate, right?
I believe they kind of like some of them like scurried off and whatnot.
Okay.
Were they ever considered alive that they might be dead now? What kind of creature was it?
I mean, it was the necromancy tower, so I hope so. But ugh. That's more terrifying to think about than if it were an actual hand.
I guess it's not the conjuration, right? It's the necromancy. So
Yeah.
it would be off-brand if they weren't previously alive.
I never wrote down what goblet bonus I got.
Oh yeah.
Dancing lights over here. Let's have a potty.
I don't recall.
I think I know I got a spell I already had, so let me figure that out real quick. I think I wrote it down.
Well, mine was True Strike. I remember being disappointed.
All right. So you guys grab a couple, you guys head over to the necromancy tower ruins, and you guys are able to find a couple of kind of small like hands that have kind of like stayed like that were kind of strewn throughout the rubble and whatnot.
All right. Yeah, this'll do, I hope. It should. It was a thing, now it's not was a thing, so
You're dumb with face.
what I do now.
When we reach our destination, someone do a little fire thing for me so I can post these.
It's not my bag.
Oh
Well,
yeah, sure.
Are they
I-
on sticks?
you need a
like
bonfire?
marshmallows?
Theme.
Yeah, you know. No, I
Yeah,
don't
we
want. I do not care for moist sand.
There he is. Bonfire boy. No, we don't need that big.
I mean, I can make bonfires.
Yes,
do
please.
it.
We're gonna toast some handy marshmallows. Marshmallow handies.
Marshmallow handies. Oh man,
Marshmallow handies.
that sounds
Yeah.
sticky. Sticky
Yeah.
white stuff
Gooey,
everywhere.
it's ooey and gooey.
All
You want
right.
a UTI? That's how you get a UTI.
You can only get it when you have it between 2 crackers.
Oh,
Oh, you get, but I make sure you want to put a little chocolate in there.
Okay. I burn hands. Thank you, Nicola. And now we have hands, Ash.
Yay.
Smelled this before?
Oh,
oh, it smells terrible. The
Never
burning smell of flesh.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever smelled that. That's weird.
First time I
burning
re-
flesh. What could this possibly be?
Why am I all of a sudden very hungry? I don't know.
Hmm.
His secret is that he's just desired human flesh ever since.
The secret is
I
he's undead.
returned.
He's a zombie.
Just start drooling in the corner.
I haven't smelled that smell in a long time.
I can't remember the last time I smelled that smell.
What
All
smell?
right. Quixotic, what are you up to?
Tasty.
All right, let's get this kind of all situated. Just in case, I'm gonna put something in my hand that is burnable. I'll just find a chunk of a door or something like that, just in case. And then I guess first instruction is the wand over the heart, right? First shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak. And is there like a space in front of this the door? Like a designated area, or are you just kind of in?
There's kind of small kind of sort of entryway that kind of looks like it looks like people would stand in front of.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll go and stand in front of there. Let's see if there's a visible like thing that happens. So I'll put the stick over my heart.
Okay. Doing that. You don't see any. You want to make me a perception check.
Yeah. Still wearing the googles, so 16.
Okay, yeah, with a 16, looking about, looking for any sort of like change in the environment around you. There's the lights are still kind of shining down, the street light sort of things, providing light into the city where you're at. And you don't notice anything immediately different about the door in front of you.
Okay. All right. Then I guess we'll try 2. See what happens. Summon a flame in the palm of your hand. I will use prestidigitation.
Okay.
And light. It says instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire. I'll just use, like I said, piece of dorm frame, or I think I've got a candle or something on me. Yeah, I have a candle, so I'll use prestidigitation to light a candle.
Okay, sounds good. Holding the candle in one hand, you cast prestidigitate and you light the candle, and you're kind of holding this out in front of you.
Okay.
Okay.
A burnt palm loosens the tongue. Shed a secret about yourself for all to hear. Quixotic is the name of the person who raised me, and I do not have a name. Is a term that I say, is the thing I say out loud, which is accurate.
Okay.
And then we didn't discuss this ahead of time. Does anyone have a secret I can hear?
I think
Get to coaxing.
Yeah. All right. He starts to unbutton his shirt.
Whoa, stop buttoning. I'll
I mean-
tell you.
I'll keep going unless you tell me a secret.
I never liked Tehran.
not a secret.
There you go.
Hopefully that counts. I don't know.
I still miss him every day.
Oh,
That's not a
That's not a secret. I'm
That-
sorry.
well,
Nicola's kind of cute.
there we go.
There we go.
It's news to me. Quench the flame and thy palm with ice. Like I said, we collected some ice or snow or something, and I'll fizzle out the candle.
Okay.
Hide thyself behind a mask. I will use. We'll say minor illusion because that's the illusion tower, right? Yeah. I'll use minor illusion to change my face. I can change my clothes to be something else. I got a shitload of stuff. We'll do minor illusion for now. Just make an actual mask.
Okay.
Fit the theme. Trace a circle with the ashes of the dead. We burnt the hands, so I'll just around myself.
Okay.
Stand firm in thy circle of death and consume poison. I will drink the antitoxin we have first because we've got 3 of them in the bag that I've never used.
Okay.
Which I gain advantage on saving throws against poison for an hour. It's weird that you don't take it afterwards. And then guess I'll try the alcohol first, and then if that doesn't work,
Poison spray until you take it.
Yeah, somebody poison spray me on the ground in the mouth. All right, so I'll drink the alcohol first.
Okay, and as you take a sip from the alcohol, you feel this warmth kind of run down your throat. And as you do, it kind of continues on through your belly, out through your legs, through your arms, coming back up through the top of your head, and you feel this warmth. And you've come to associate alcohols giving you some sort of warmth when you consume them. But this seems a little bit more, as if you feel at ease. And as you look in front of you, Quixotic, you see the kind of shimmering nature of the door to the tower in front of you kind of like vanish. And yeah.
Is there any sort of indication that this is there's a time constraint on this, or is it just open for me now? Or
no indication as far as you can tell.
okay. Does
Did it
everybody
change for
else
us?
see that? Yeah.
Everyone else, as you guys are looking at Quixotic as he takes a sip from the bottle of alcohol, you see Quixotic standing there in a circle of ashes on the ground and drinking from a bottle of alcohol going, well, that's a little bit odd, but it's not the weirdest thing I've seen today. And it does not, you don't see anything change kind of about him or the door in front of you.
Well,
can I do a investigation check on the area or a perception check without touching it? I want to see if the door opening was an illusion magic or if it actually is open for me.
Have you
Before I
shared with us that the door is open?
I'll say I think it's open for so yeah, like I said, I'll at least try and figure out before I touch it or touch the space where it was to see if it's an illusion thing.
Before you do anything, maybe hand the wand to somebody else.
Yeah, all right. I will who wants to try next?
I mean, I'll hold
I'll
it.
do it.
Okay. Yeah, then let me do my attempt to disbelieve on an illusion spell, and then I will try and take a step through the space where the door was.
Okay. Yeah, so handing off the wand and the bottle of alcohol, you kind of walk to where you'd seen the shimmer kind of appear, and it appears as if you're able to kind of like tentatively reach your hand out, and you don't feel any force push back against you.
Okay.
Roll on my pushing.
I push it real good, and then I will kind of close my eyes and take a step.
Okay. You take a step forward, and as you do, you are kind of on what you had kind of seen before as a shimmering kind of force field outside of the tower here.
Okay.
I put my hand against the door. Is it still solid?
You go to you're almost like miming Quixotic as you kind of like put your hands up as if it's like an invisible wall in front of you.
Oh.
And you start to panic a little bit as Quixotic is now on this other side of this invisible wall.
Can I put
Can
my
you
hand
hear
back
us?
through?
I'll message him. Message him. Are you okay over there?
I think so. I don't know. How do I feel? Am I dead?
I mean, you're not dead yet, so
I'll say as much. Can they hear me if we just talk normally?
Are you saying something?
Yeah, I'll say I think I'm okay.
Yeah, they can hear you just fine.
All right. And I say, can you come through? Or is it one person at a time kind of deal?
I think it's you have to go through the ritual thing.
All right. So everyone's got to do it.
Gotta give us the wand back, dude.
I did.
We
Did-
handed
oh,
it
thank
out before he
Yeah.
went
Hey,
through.
Quixotic,
handed-
see if there's a like release or anything on your side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll root around. Why not? Thank you.
I'm sure there's a toggle near the door that shuts off the 8-step magical incantation on the door.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
power the power generator. All right,
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
you know it. Everybody on this side of the door can help. 15.
Looking about, you get the sense that this ritual is likely designed to test a visitor's magical aptitude, and likely not something that can easily be turned off.
Got it.
Can you summon a flame? You can't do any flame stuff, can you?
I mean, I have a tinderbox. There's ice all around me.
But a tinderbox is not a summon.
Eh.
Neither is quench. I mean, they asked to quench a fire in ice. I mean, I don't think they're that specific.
Also, does he have to summon it, or can it be summoned for him?
I don't know.
Does it have to be a real flame, or can it be in?
Well, then why don't I try to do it while I hold out my hand and someone else conjures fire in it?
Well, I
Let's
mean,
see.
don't you have a dragon that can make fire for you?
She doesn't
A
do
full
fire. She does steam.
There. I remembered what my my charm was. Or
So-
actually, no,
I'll go through the motions and just cue someone to use conjure fire, and then how did you do the ice part of yours?
I literally just dumped snow that I collected on the way there on it. I didn't use magic, so
And
I
I'll
guess
forgo the magic part, and
yeah.
I'll spark my tinder in my hand when it comes to that step. What were the steps again? Go into the circle that we have made. I will ask for the wand from Monty. I'll tap it to my chest. I'll spark my tinderbox into my hand. I'll say, what is another secret? I already told a secret. I don't have like coming up with secrets for this character is rough.
Can we
Said
just say,
something
we all
about-
do it?
Literally, we
family
don't know
this?
your favorite food. Like, like
You could
Oh, yeah,
say
that-
something.
be easy for me. I have a hard time remembering your name.
guy. Guy, girl.
Guy.
Guy
I have a
Fieri.
neighbor who does that. Every time he comes up, he's like, "Hey, guy." I was like, "How's it going, Tom?"
You know my name?
He does.
Write
You
my
gotta send-
name
you
on
gotta
this
send- you
piece
gotta
of
send him a
paper
Christmas
right
card.
now.
I know. I have sent him Christmas cards with pictures
Write my
on it.
name on this piece of paper right now.
Little secret. I really would like a piggyback ride from Kohi. That's
Cody's secret is he'd really like to give you a piggyback ride.
Our
That's
eyes
the
meet.
secret you coached from him.
So this is love.
would someone tell me a secret?
I really hate Knucklehead Trout.
Not a secret, but
The only person that loves it is Gold. If you feel as though the secret part is satisfied, I will palm some ice over the lit match or whatever in my hand. I will hide myself behind a mask.
I'll put my hand back through and use minor illusion to make one, I guess.
We have multiple people who could do it.
Sure,
Can-
somebody can do it. Yeah,
I can do it too.
cool.
Conjure a mask over your face.
I will put my finger in the circle of ash around me and trace the circle, and then consume poison.
Drink the alcohol.
Alcohol.
You're gonna hit it.
Skull.
Yeah, I'll take a rip. And does anything change?
As you look where Quixotic is standing, you see the shimmer kind of standing in front of him, and you see it kind of ebb and flow and kind of disappear. And you seem to be able to. You think that you're going to be able to walk through
I'm a
towards him.
Yeah, I'll have had Opal on my back this whole time. I'm like, wizards like familiars. You're like a familiar, more like family, but familiar. Let's see if they mind, and then I'll try to walk through the door with Opal.
Give us the one.
Yeah, I hand it off.
You are able to walk through the force field of sorts with Opal on your back just fine.
Doesn't seem like magic's necessary. I mean, if you need a mask, you just do one of these.
Monty, you want to see if we can do two at once?
Yeah,
My
let's do
hands
it.
are too short. I can't do it.
Holding my mouth.
Flippers.
All right.
Can we
Let's
fit
see
in
if we
the
can do
circle together?
two. Yeah, two in the circle.
All right. So,
The brown one or the pink one?
oh Jesus.
Oh. Two in the
Do you have the wand, Monty?
one in the brown.
One. So let's we'll stand like face to face and we'll put the wand between both of us to shield both of our hearts at the same time.
I got
Someone-
matches.
We got matches. We can do matches. I was gonna try illusion flame, but let's do matches. Light my hand on fire.
All right. So I light a match and then I hand you the box of matches.
You know Prestige.
I
Do
do.
the same.
Oh, from the wand, you know Prestige.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a wand person. I just got them. All right, we've got fire.
All right. Secrets.
I tell you a secret about me. Sometimes when my toe claws get too long, I chew them off.
Oh, that's a little too much. I secretly prefer peeing in the woods as opposed to a latrine.
Does sharing count as us coaxing one out of each other? Do you think?
Right? Maybe that
Maybe.
could be. I don't know.
Uh,
It depends on if we have to do it in order or not.
Well,
yeah.
if I have to be coaxed to tell you another secret, I will say that I don't spit my chewed off toe claws out. I eat them.
Ooh, swallow them all. Hopefully they're not too sharp on the return of that.
From inside the door. Yikes!
You're like, ooh. I wish we were like, I think that's hot.
God. Was that your Coke secret?
That was my Coke secret.
Nice, very
There you
nice,
go.
nice.
Monty likes feet stuff.
Right, that's my fetish.
The fuck?
Quench the flame in the palm of ice, scoop up snow,
Get some snow.
quench it.
Can you do the mask to me, please?
I'll do the masks, minor illusion. Do you want yours to look like it's super cool? It's awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah, super cool. All
Let's
claws.
trace the ashes.
Yep, tracing.
Yep. All right, and then like Del Svedania. All right.
Yep, sláinte.
Sláinte. Yeah, that's a good one. And we drink.
As both drink the bottle of alcohol of mead alcohol. What are you guys drinking?
It's like spirits.
They always do
Spirits.
spirits, something harsh.
Bad.
Pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
as you,
it's like,
as
it's
you're
like
drinking this
fucking-
kind of
it's
like
turpentine. It'll strip paint.
Everclear type alcohol. You kind of wince a little bit, and as you kind of like squint your eyes, you
It's
look
really
back
poison.
at Quixotic and Ashar, and you see it kind of shimmer where they are, kind of dissipate. As you guys both think that you can pass through to where they are now.
All right. I toss the wand and the alcohol, and then we go through.
Whee! Thanks, bruh.
Yeah.
Can we
that's
still kiss? No, that's not what I meant to say.
But that's what you did say.
We're done with secrets.
fun. We're done with secrets. No more secrets.
I guess I can go next.
Do it.
1, 2, 3, go.
All right.
And-
Go for it.
Benny, what are you doing? I grab the wand,
Anything?
touch my heart.
Maybe the guy you ate.
Oh, don't.
I
doesn't
would
remember.
Who's named Benny?
right. Make a bonfire, put it in my hand. Share a secret. I look at Kohi and I say, I've always wondered what it would be like to live inside of a shell.
Not as glamorous.
Hey, that's the truth that came out of it too. There we go.
There you
There
go.
you go. Coke's the secret.
Was that the secret? It's not as glamorous as you think.
It's
Mhm.
It's very humid in here.
You can't get away from your farts.
Oh,
right.
it
Like
just
hot
always
pocket.
comes out top.
it's hot pots.
Yep. They just ripple right up.
Right. Then I grab some snow and I put out the fire. Make some sort of makeshift mask quick out of some like spare cloth I have, like a bandana or like a robber's mask.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll trace a circle in the ashes of the dead, and I will stand firm and drink something that is still alcohol, but not too far from paint thinner.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where we got this really shitty alcohol because
I
I
don't know.
remember us only getting good stuff.
I have 2 bottles marked on my sheet as generic red wine. I'm assuming it's that.
There you go.
It
Bitter
just says
now?
red on it.
Yeah.
What,
Somehow very, very strong.
what, yeah, what vineyard's that from? It's from the red one.
Yeah.
The vintage is old. It's old.
Okay. Nicholas, again, as you look towards the rest of your group, you see that kind of shimmer, waver and dissipate.
Sweet. I'll hand off the wand. I'll go in there, but just before I go in there, I will cast Create Bonfire one more time so that it can hopefully be up for people that want to set their hands on fire.
This vintage says Tuesday?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
but which Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
All Tuesdays.
It says alcohol and then it just says yes. That's the ABV is yes.
All right.
Best Buy
Who
date
is
is
next?
Now.
I'll go next. I'll use
Alright.
Druidcraft to light my hand on fire type thing that we all keep doing.
Okay.
So yeah. Wand, flame, secret about myself. Complete honesty, I feel like I will never equal my father.
Hmm.
Daddy issues.
All right, I will lean back out the door and say, secretly, I miss the green dragon head from the one we killed back in Fandelver more than I miss the goblin whose cart got stolen and murdered.
He survived.
Sure he did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he's got like 52 kids right now, and
Throw my hand into the snow, trace the ash, and then drink the red wine that we got.
shield your face.
Oh yeah,
I did.
you do the mask.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You masked.
I used Druidcraft.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, to make it out of plants.
Make it out of
Thanks.
vines, yeah.
Okay.
Fancy
And-
bastard.
For I sound like a broken record, but again, you see that shimmer dissipate, and your friends are now kind of standing clearly in front of you.
I wait on the other side because we still have one more person to go through.
So I walk up to the bonfire because I can't do all these cool things. Hands burning. Secret. Everyone wonders why this shell, what's in this shell, and it's just all the messes that just don't get cleaned up. So,
You know,
yes.
that
Why
kind
does
of
it
makes
smell like a
complete
zoo in
sense
here?
that I never thought about.
Just look someone dead in the eye and say, I have a cloaca.
Everything. So, yeah. I
I
don't remember
am
the last
not
time.
aroused.
I remember the last time I've been washed. So, yes. So, take some of the ashes and trace a mask onto my face as best I can, and then take a drink and go on.
And with the final member of your group, having
We'll all go
completed
through
the rite of the arcane octade, you guys all seem to think that you're able to pass through the door here.
Sweet. Pass through the door.
All right, we win D&D, right?
Yep, we win.
Yeah, we do.
Yay, we
You
beat
That was
it.
win.
part of what we're
That
doing.
was the correct combination.
You did it, Charlie. You won the chocolate. Yay.
Oh,
Worth was a dick the whole time.
everybody watch the new Wonka movie?
It is
yeah.
phenomenal.
I like that.
Is it really?
Yes.
All right.
I adored the original movie. Was not the biggest fan of the Tim Burton, which was probably more true to the book than the other ones. But yeah, really enjoyed the new, and then went and saw the new one. And the new one was great. It is a little bit more of a musical, or there's musical aspects to it.
I like
Um, and then it does great fan service without being overtly obvious to the original movie. And there are some hat tips to the Tim Burton one as well.
Interesting. It just looked like one of the I watched one trailer. It looked like one of those movies where they had a picture of Timothy Chalamet on a dart and then threw it at a dartboard covered in known IPs. Like that.
I didn't hit Wonka.
Like, and they hit Willy Wonka and they're like, yeah, go. That's
Seems fine.
Yeah.
But if it's actually
He
good,
did
it might
good. Yeah, he was a good like young Wonka, right? So
be. I mean,
yeah,
Tim Chalamet's great.
very
Yep.
talented actor, but I think he really captured the essence of like a young Wonka, like a really inspirational, wonder, imaginative, like that whole aspect of it. Yeah, like
Cool. How mailed in was Hugh Grant's performance?
It was pretty fucking awesome.
Was
Like,
it?
as
Okay.
it
Was,
the D&D.
yeah.
Yeah.
He Bradley Coopered it. That was so funny. Oh man, I'm gonna watch it.
All right. So as you guys pass through the force field, you open the
Really
gate
hated
in
it.
front of you, and enter into the strut leading up to the tower. It appears to be hollow, almost like there's like a pod on the inside. And as you guys enter in, kind of the door kind of closes behind you, and the pod kind of begins to levitate up the strut towards the where the strut meets the tower. And hopefully this works. You guys.
Woohoo.
It's in the lower left-hand corner.
Yep.
Oh, the map is changing.
Oh, it's a me.
It's this.
Who you?
Who is this?
Who you?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's not something for you to worry about right now,
I
is
want to
it?
be in front.
I don't want to be in front.
Nope.
Alex.
I will move toward the front.
Uh,
I'll be in the
Colin
middle.
and Eno, for your rolls for the cantrips, you got a 3 and a 2, and I got an 8, which
Yeah, I
which
got.
don't- Oh,
Did Rhiannon drink from the cup too, or was she not around?
Those are the only 3 logs I found that were D8s in the same range.
I don't
I know.
think she was around at that point.
No.
Yeah, I remember. I got True Strike.
Oh, okay.
I
I
was
got Mage
punted.
Hand.
I don't know what Eno got. I rolled an 8.
I got Mage Hand.
Oh, you got Mage Hand. I think it was Prestidigitation from what I remember. So right.
So as you guys near the apex of the strut, the ceiling of the tunnel gives way to a landing that offers a view of the citadel's uppermost reaches. You see light from a high window illuminating a set of steps that ascend to a pair of mahogany doors
Oh,
in the
it's made of wood.
tower's face.
Made of
Oh,
wood.
they're wood.
Made of wood.
They're made of wood.
Fucking wood.
It's mahogany.
Get him, Hugh.
Those doors aren't the only thing that's got wood right now.
Whoa,
This is
it's
last-
me. I have a wood boner, lumber boner.
Raging lady boner.
Lumber.
So I would like to begin to ascend toward my precious mahogany.
It might be unlocked, but
I think the last name of that weapon is Jazz. Hugh Jazz. No. Miss.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Miss.
I don't know. I can't.
100%.
Q. Jazz.
Better.
Jazz.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yep. Nope. Not making a third go.
Are you saying yes?
You
Sure.
Yes, queen.
Sorry, they're way too long. I figured I'd just play it out a little more.
It's okay.
What
Oh,
doing?
Okay.
You do.
Or opal.
Can you put me in front?
Yeah, bitch.
Don't talk to me that way.
Oh, fighting words.
All right.
That.
Ah! Is it made of wood?
Fuck you do.
Kill that man.
Is he surprised? Because I'm surprised.
We're surprised. Ah.
As you get closer to the door, you hear from a window up above you, probably 30 feet up or so. You can't quite see, but you hear a
Hello?
voice say, "Hello, who is this?"
Your mother was a hamster?
Summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
What? Why? Wix?
Is someone here?
Someone's talking.
Oh, hang on. All right, perception check. As I walk up.
Okay.
What's going on? Who's going on?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm a doublet because I got my eyeballs on. God, 19.
Okay. 19. Yeah, you hear you heard a voice coming from up above. And it says, "Hello, who is this?"
Is there so one, is it in common? And two, is there like an opening that it appears to be coming from?
Looking up, yeah, I mean you see a kind of like a kind of like an arrow slit up top where you think the voice is coming from. And this actually happens to be in common.
Oh, okay.
Or at least you're hearing it in common. So
We are humble adventurers.
Hello, we have come to clean the tower. When was the last time they have come through?
Housekeeping.
Yeah, housekeeping, you want towels?
Come to ask you about your car's extended warranty.
Right.
he says, "This is the tower of the great mage Illyotharis."
Oh, I
Bless
heard
you.
that name before.
Yeah, we're here for the
Tower
party.
cleaning. We're here for the tower cleaning.
Before the party.
For the party. Yes.
Party cleaning.
The party. I'll go ask him if you're to see if you're on the list. I don't think he'll be very keen. You see, he's already got the party going on.
We're late.
Shut the fuck up.
Fashionably.
As you can tell, as I quick change my my armor to look like something dressy.
Party attire.
It's a tuxedo t-shirt.
We're the after.
Yeah, it is. No, it's reversible.
My my tattoo is like a tattoo of like clothing projection. So I'm just like naked all the time and projecting clothing out, whatever I want.
So my armor.
That should have been my secret I shared. With
Yeah.
you.
My secret is I'm nude right now.
Does he walk away?
You see him kind of like look into the right. I mean, you don't see much, but like as you guys have continued to talk, like, his head has been sticking out, and at this point, he's kind of sticking his head back in.
I would like to try to see if I can open the door. Either both doors, one or both doors.
Axe it.
Yeah. So you go to like push the door, and it is currently closed.
Can I pulling?
What was that?
You said push. Should I try pulling?
You try pulling. It does not open, and as you pull, you hear him kind of sniggering to himself. He says, well, he's already got the party going on. What does he need another party for?"
We're the after party entertainment. Do we
Of
look?
Of
Like-
course you're not. You're English.
Oh, okay. This is not fair.
Hey, should I do the thing, guys?
Yeah, axe it a question.
Okay, I hew the door.
You the door.
He says, "Mind your own business." As you hew the door, the door splinters
Your own business?
inward, and reveals on the other side something. Give me a second.
Party.
Oh, you ended that too early.
You did that to her.
I was having fun with that.
Oh, we were gonna go into Monty Python there.
Thank you, Rob, for noticing that, and
Oh,
and Josh.
Go away, I shall taunt you a second
I shall
time.
touch you a second. Yes. Yes.
I've been on mute this whole time laughing. I just didn't want to say anything, so that's why I was just staying quiet.
No. That's all that's later. Sorry.
Alex, you are becoming more difficult to hear.
Sorry. Not sure what I'm doing differently.
That's better.
You're living life.
Live, laugh, love.
Not mad about it. Just letting you know.
I don't know, man.
Man. Okay. As you guys splinter the doors open, inside, chamber music washes over you as you enter into this ballroom. In contrast to the desolate frozen ruins outside, a dozen people you see and hear mill about, dressed in flowing silk garments and holding colorful hand masks and feathered fans. Noble courtiers laughing gossip as servants move about among them, offering sugar treats and silvered platters.
100% my bullshit meter's going off the charts. Like it's gotta be dead. They gotta be dead. It's just
Right.
gotta be a pile of dead people.
Is it? I'm not good at this kind of
Do
thing,
we
but
smell dead people? Does somebody smell?
could I try to see if it's some kind of illusion?
But do I notice any
I wanna
smells
touch-
that
I'm not gonna
may
touch these people
or
with a
may not bring
pen.
back memories?
Say it again.
Do I notice any smells that may or may not bring back memories?
Right. Do I smell dead people?
The natives called it long pig.
What?
Looking about, you don't see anything that smells dead.
Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. This will be a fun party.
So is there a record scratch as the door busts in?
Everybody kind of looks at you, but then kind of continues on with their ball that they seem to be having.
Okay.
Oh, what do the people look like? Do they look like what races? What do they look? What do the people look like? But also, do they look like any of the statues or pictures that we've seen of the different magical leaders? Like,
Yeah, so there are small differences that you guys had kind of picked up in some of the portraits of the kind of the high mages that you guys had seen, kind of the Netherese people and whatnot, and kind of like how they're built, the kind of the length of their arms and necks and whatnot, and you kind of saw some similarities between them. And as you look about the people in front of you, everyone seems to be kind of a Netherese look about them, a Netherese air about them. Yeah, I mean, you don't see anybody that you recognize outright as kind of like major mages or wizards that you have kind of become somewhat familiar with from your exploration of the towers and the library throughout your last 2 days or so down here. But definitely people of Netherese kind of dancing about this room.
I will in the antechamber?
Match their
Do we see
clothing
the-
style,
Okay.
and then kind of like slowly shuffle my way into the room.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of match their clothing style, and you kind of blend in pretty quickly. You see a couple people kind of look at you guys as they kind of start to be in what looks to be some sort of organized sort of form of dance, like formal dance and whatnot. And very similar, like reminiscence of like a Knight's Tale, and how that sort of dance number happens.
Got it. Can I
Uh,
maybe
Like
go on?
Go.
diegetic thing to happen in a movie ever. Just like suddenly everybody's fucking dancing for no reason. That's so weird.
The golden years too.
Yep.
Yeah. The guy who was taunting us from the other side of the wooden door, is he around?
He is. We'll go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, I did that. I did it.
Yeah, he is not in this room.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I feeling he was in a different room.
He was
you get the
30
sense that
feet up.
he was in sort of a probably guards tower, guards passage.
Okay. Nearby.
But with a 25
Is it-
perception,
Okay. Yeah.
you would get the sense that well, everything seems pretty real. This is likely definitely an illusion.
Yeah.
Not a bad illusion so far, but an illusion nonetheless.
Was there anything that looks non-illusionary about it, like a person or a object that's like, yeah, that one actually looks like it's kind of real?
I mean, like you see a number of doorways, hallways, and kind of off and around this room here that all seem pretty real. But as far as you can tell, the people and kind of food and tables in here are definitely an illusion of sorts.
Okay. I share that piece of information.
Okay, Barda, please be quiet.
Is it indicate that there's any sort of alarm being raised because we broke down and there was the dude in the guard tower who that sort of thing?
Yeah, with a 25, as far as you can tell, no alarms have been raised. And you do hear the guard that was in the room saying, excuse me,
You can't just break down that door like that. Do you know whose door this is?
You hear him say, and this one is for your mother.
This one is a very exclusive club. You are not allowed. Get out now.
Not allowed. Your father was a hamster and your mother smelled like elderberries. I think I got that backwards, but you get my point.
I am calling you a drunk. I'm calling your father a drunk and assuming you get it genetically.
Fair play.
Anyways, which way, left or right, first or second?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I always go
So,
left, but I don't know.
yeah, I was just gonna say left. Why not? Do 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 do.
Okay.
Are we just what are we do we have a plan? Suddenly we were in a party. I expected a dead room full of nothing and monsters, and we are in a party.
It's an illusion.
Are they acknowledging us?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely they have noticed you guys, but they have not stopped in their revelry. To kind of they've continued on with the revelry. not, and they definitely noticed you, definitely saw that you were there. But
Don't care.
are yeah, have not made any movements to interact with you yet, at least. So
I think
Are there
we
any
should try to find who or what is conjuring this illusion, or just bypass it for a diversion that it is or something. So
Are there any like wallflowers, like not in the dance,
Let's
or is
well, yeah, looking about there's definitely a number of people kind of standing off to the sides, kind of looking on the dance about being more of the that wallflower aspect.
I'm going to go freaking uh Lost Boys this and pretend to pick up a pretend plate and pretend to eat and try and pretend talk to a pretend guest.
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah, you go and you stop by one of the tables and you grab a small plate and with a very intricately looking fork to it, and as you pick it up, it feels almost real in your hand. It's a very strong illusion, if it is indeed an illusion. And you kind of walk over towards one of the persons, kind of like standing with his back against the wall, kind of one leg up, kind of looking out, just kind of enjoying in the revelry around him. And yeah, he kind of sees you, kind of tips his head, and kind of continues to look out.
I'll try and start a conversation in, I guess, common to say. So we are late for the party. What time did it start?
Says the parties here in Illyriathas's tower never seem to end. You're never late. You only arrive when you mean to.
Say I'll just lie out of my face. We just came in through a teleportation spell. What year is it?
This is the year. I'm not sure. Time seems to pass oddly here in the tower. It's not one that we typically seem to concern ourselves with.
So it's a neat blouse you've got on there. I like the frills around the collar.
Well, thank you. Well, yours looks very nice as well, my friend.
Well, thank you. I made it myself. All right. And I guess while I'm talking to him, I'll be actively just looking around the room to try and see if there's anything kind of use.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, I mean, like talking to him, you probably spend about 5 minutes or so chatting with him. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die!
How dare you look around?
I rolled a 4. It looks like.
Okay.
You take 4d10 damage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, kind of getting to talk with this gentleman here. You kind of chatting with him, kind of get onto a weird topic, but he starts to tell you about some of his friends, strange chimeric pets that they some of them had, some of them being kind of winged hares or venomous baboons, were some of the more popular ones that some of his friends had. uh, but they are not allowed in the Illyriothars's ballrooms here.
I cannot express to you how badly I want a winged hare. So, all right. I'll say, oh, that is yeah, that's interesting. Are they made by the mages, or is it something you could purchase within the town?
He says, at the that is something that the mages had designed a device to create such creatures. As over at the menagerie.
Um,
Where's the
Can-
bar?
yeah, that's also a good question.
Looking about the room, the you kind of get it kind of indicates that the bar is I'm sorry. Where is the bar? The bar, he said, he kind of indicates over towards the door on the northwest corner of this lower portion of the room. Is the members bar over there?
Right. Nicola?
Members bar over there.
Let's go.
Yep, let's do it.
Yes. The menagerie, do I believe that to be the overgrown plant area potentially?
Um,
Or
kind
is it
of he kind of goes on to describe to you. He says, "The menagerie. Are you new to the city? Um, the menagerie had a large dome, crystalline roof, uh, and on the inside there are a number of strange." Miniaturized, kind of like the landscapes that the wizards had created for some of their strange creations.
Oh, that was the building we noped out of. Okay. I don't say that part out loud, but good to know. All right.
Probably a good idea, given that.
Yeah, given that it was for splicing. I mean, everything's either going to be dead or gigantic and eating everything else.
But it's the Pokemon Safari Zone.
God,
Right.
I mean, I could get a flying rabbit. All right. Thank you. I think I will go follow my friends to the dessert bar.
Well, enjoy the bar with
Thank
some
you.
of the finest uh, wines in the lands here.
There's the finest illusory wines. They're not real, but you wish they were. Anyway. All right. Yeah. Then yeah, I'll follow suit. That was okay, good to know. They hybridize animals.
Okay.
Scary.
Good.
All right. Next room or what's I guess what tell me about this alcohol that we're gonna attempt to find here.
I don't know where where you heading.
We're gonna go find the imaginary alcohol at this imaginary bar.
Kind of indicates that yeah, in the bar, kind of in the um loads or shows, yeah. So kind of indicates that the members bar um kind of is back uh behind this door here.
I mean, where I'm heading.
Yeah, I'll follow suit after I finish my conversation. So I'll
Yep.
give it a minute.
Okay.
I'll be
I'm
there.
watching the door.
Okay.
The one that's to my right.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so or sorry, not Ashar, Nicola, and kind of Quicks, kind of all make their way through the ballroom crowd, and head towards the members bar. And as you kind of come into the room, you see a number of well-dressed revelers milling about, talking loudly to each other, while servants carry bottles of wine and spirits around to refill their cups. Behind a rectangular counter, you see a bald, pale-skinned humanoid serving wine from an ornate bottle.
Uh, Which is it open bar?
He says, of course it's open bar. Iliotharsis would never think to charge the patrons of his balls.
What's that name?
Iliotharsis.
Nicola.
Okay. I'll have the oldest thing you got.
And he kind of turns around and grabs a bottle.
Why not Tuesday?
What was
Yeah.
that?
Thursday.
Do you have any of the
Sunday
Friday
vintage
variety?
He turns around and kind of grabs a bottle of wine and says, this vintage was very sought after and has only gotten better with age. And you see him kind of like begin to like uncork it. And as he pulls the cork out, you smell a wonderful aroma kind of pass through the room.
So he said, okay, so one, does it appear to be illusory, the item that he is interacting with? It feels like if we can tell that the other stuff is illusions, can we tell that this would be as well? Or no?
You sense that there is some sort of magic around this bottle,
Okay.
but it does not appear to be illusionary. It appears to be more abjurational.
Oh, okay. And he also referred to was sought after. Does that imply that this individual is aware of kind of the outside world?
He says, wine only gets better with age, does it not?
True, but usually you don't refer to people looking for something as a past tense.
That may have just been a DM slip.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if it was yeah, okay. All right, so abjuration magic, you said?
Yeah, you get a sense of abjuration magic.
Who's got the super useful spell that everyone always uses, detect poison?
I don't have it prepared, unfortunately.
Wouldn't work anyway because it's alcohol.
I mean, I'll detect it and I'll just drink a sip of it.
Yeah, just give it a little snifter.
Yeah, you smell it. You get the sense that it is alcohol, indeed alcohol, and not an illusion. You don't sense poison beyond that of alcohol itself. And as you go to take a sip, it tastes quite delicious.
The bartender is an illusion. Yes, no, maybe.
The bartender seems to be pretty illusionary.
Okay.
How do I feel?
You feel like you have taken a sip of probably 2,000+ year old wine. And it is some of the finest wine that you've ever tasted.
Astral, you did not disappoint. Thank you.
You get the sense that these bottles of wine probably valuable in the right circles to the right buyer.
How open is the bar? I asked the bartender.
Says Heliotharsis likes to share with his friends who come to visit him here in his tower.
Great. I grabbed 5 bottles. One for friends.
I like it.
You see him kind of protest a little bit, and he says, take and share in the revelry amongst our guests here.
Absolutely.
And we'll make sure that the people that have entered this chamber will get some.
Mhm.
And you can mark down, or if you hand one out to everybody, you can each mark down a bottle of 2,000-year-old wine,
Okay.
worth approximately 50 gold pieces apiece.
Damn.
I will.
We'll say you grabbed one for everybody.
Okey doke.
Just make it an easy thing.
Worth how much? You said 50?
About 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
You could wear your Netherese tiara to the ball.
Oh, I could, yeah.
Ooh.
All right. I'll ask the bartender, where do we go for, where does the riffraff go?
He says a riffraff. Now, who would be causing riffraff here?
There's always riffraff. It's a party.
He says riffraff usually gets kicked out of the tower.
Oh, okay.
Who does the kicking out?
This bartender doesn't know where the fun is.
Where's the host?
We gotta,
Ask him if he has any cocaine.
What she said.
we gotta find the help.
He
It's
says,
downstairs.
white powder is usually found outside of the building here.
Oh,
Uh,
he definitely doesn't know where the fun is.
No one.
But if you're looking for the host, he generally makes his appearance late in the evening. He's usually busy attending to his current studies.
You expect the master tonight?
We expect him every night.
Okay. I am concerned. Do we explore? What are we doing, guys?
Let's go find a lich.
Oh man. I am not as excited as you are, but
Power of positive thinking.
Oh, wait, the door's open. This way.
Let's go explore.
Wander over here. Who's coming with?
Oh, that's
I-
where you
Come
just
along.
were in the bar.
Mm.
okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off this way. Because that
I
does that
will.
or does that have doors? Does that have an exit in the room? I can't.
I said I was with Colin.
the-
So I'll be
We're not splitting up, are we?
No.
Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, we are.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean it's a lich tower. Nothing bad can happen to us.
Party.
All
You'll
right, so we
probably
were
end up
we
with
were in this
multiple
room,
copies of
right?
us.
Yep, that's where you guys got your bottles of wine and had a conversation with the bartender.
And there's no door out of this room, right?
There's no way out.
Okay. All right.
There's
then-
a small antechamber in the back,
Oh, okay.
but that also leads out back out to the ballroom as
Oh,
you
okay.
go to poke your head in.
Yeah, I'll just have a peek as I go. Yeah, I choose this one.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
So Rob's going off on his own. Gotcha.
No, I choose this one.
Okay. You look down the small side passage here, and you see a long hallway kind of running the length of the ballroom, with what looks to be small, sort of entrances kind of off the main hallway here.
I may have found the bathrooms.
Coke room. Cocaine room.
Sure. Cocaine.
So,
Uh,
yeah, let's explore, guys.
all right. As long as someone's coming with me, I don't want to be
follow
off
quick.
on it.
Just one.
Dun, 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 dun. I say, what are you gonna do with your 2,000-year-old bottle of wine? I guess perception. No, is this a closed? Is this a closed door? Yeah.
It is a closed door.
I am still gonna make sure I don't get blown up. Investigation check on the closed door.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
I will do that. I have not rolled above a 10 today. 13.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, it does not look trapped. It looks old. Looks to be made of wood. Looks to be made of um adamantine locks and hinges.
Oh,
Pocket it.
is it locked?
You go to touch the handle.
Yes. I
Uh,
touch it with my hands.
it does not appear to be locked.
I look around and then I'll open the door.
Sounds good. You go to open the door. Oh, I can select it. All right, you go to open the door, and you see a kind of small chamber, containing a single table and a cabinet, filled, and kind of as you look about, you see it kind of like open, and you see a number of like ruined parchment scrolls kind of like spilling out of it. Everything kind of seems to be in disarray and covered in a thick layer of ice in here.
Are the parchment scrolls rolled up?
They are.
All right, I poke my head out the door and say, I did find the cocaine room. There's snow everywhere in here.
Yeah, and they've rolled up parchment in order to
Yeah,
do some bumps.
damn right. All right. I will carefully kind of walk my way. I'll peek my head out and say, I think I found some kind of what would for context, what would I think this would be used for? It looks like scroll storage.
Looks like some sort of like study, a small study of sorts.
Oh, okay. This could be useful. All right. I'll mention what it is and mention I wonder how valuable an adamantine lock would be. Just offhandedly, one that's set in a wooden door. Man, I wish somebody could chip something out of a wooden door.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just saying.
you
Just
need
thinking
some
out,
hewn.
just thinking out loud to myself. It'd be really neat to chip the adamantine lock out because that's got to go for something.
Yeah, we can whittle away. And I go and I
Yeah.
just I give it a light bonk and it what is it like shatter and splinter and
Shatters.
Yeah.
It causes lots of noise.
Uh-oh.
And kind of the ballroom kind of screeches. The music in there screeches to a halt a little bit, and everybody kind of looks towards the passageway.
I'll reach out and say, "Get in here!" Just pull her into the room, just like press up against the wall for no reason.
And you kind of hear the music kind of resume and whatnot. Everybody kind of goes back to their
It'll
pick- block out of the splinters and hand it to Quicks.
All right,
Okay.
I'll hold open the bag of holding and be like, eh.
Yeah, you have a adamantine door lock that you could probably sell to somebody for probably 50 gold pieces.
Oh,
easily.
Sure. You can melt it down if nothing else. I think.
That's another quest.
All right, so let's look around in the room here for whatever these papers are.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception or investigation check.
I will make an investigation check, even though it's lower, because that should give me more information.
Okay.
There we go, 21.
Okay. Yeah, with a 21, most of the parchments here, there's nothing that's super readable or legible, kind of at first glance. Everything kind of seems to be either rolled up, decayed, or kind of frozen in some sort of block of ice.
Okay, so is it something where if it were carefully restored, do I believe that we could, like, I could get the scrolls, or does it look like they're just gonna fall apart kind of deal?
And with a 21 investigation, things look pretty dire for these scrolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do any of them look recoverable?
With a quick glance, not in here, really.
Okay.
Not without spending
Yeah.
an exorbitant amount of time to try and save them.
acceptable answer. All right. Yeah, we can't salvage anything in here. Do you want to try the other way?
Let's do it.
Look at. All right. Off to the other door.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hi ho, silver.
Heading north, you encounter a similar door with a similar lock on it. And the door itself is not locked as you open it.
Regardless, we remove the lock.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a minute where I look at her and be like, eh?
Should we? We should.
Yeah, shall we? Let's shall.
Okay.
So
And as
go.
you go to as you tap it with Hugh again, the music outside kind of skips to a halt a little bit, and this time for a little bit longer. But the eventually you kind of pause, and eventually the music does start back up again, and kind of you hear the people talking and eating, you hear plates scraping against each other and whatnot, and yeah.
I'm sure it's nothing we're doing. The spell's probably just skipping.
And again, you see a very similar room. Things are covered in ice here. Not near as many scrolls. Here you see more maps. Kind of in this room. Kind of showing a greater picture of Ethrin, kind of on the topmost map that you're able to kind of get a good look at and whatnot.
Oh, well, that would be handy. So there's an actual map of Ethrin.
Yeah,
Okay.
similar to the one that you've been looking at.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. We have one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And similar to the one that you've been looking at out of game, I guess. So
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. In Roll20.
Before I pick it up, I talk to Alice and be like, hey, remember that one guy on our team that remembers everything he looks at? Maybe we should have him look at this before I fuck around with it.
It's a good call.
So,
I will go and get Nicola and send him your way.
okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Brad, what you guys doing in there?
You know,
Don't worry about it.
stuff and things.
wood carvings.
Stuff
Thwart my
and
plans.
Definitely
Thwart my
not.
plans.
What's that?
We found it's just she has the door lock in one hand and like shattered door in the other.
normal stuff.
Yeah,
We're pillaging.
don't worry about it. Yeah, we're adventuring. Yeah, all right. So yeah, Nicola, hey, I want to bring this along, but I'm afraid it's gonna like explode into dust before before I can roll it up. Do you want to just like log that bad boy away for a minute, just in case?
Yeah, I'll study it, look it over, give it a real good once over, and make sure I remember what it is and see if there's anything like unique about it.
Yeah. I'll assist to help him identify if there's anything that would, like be of interest that we might have missed.
Okay.
Like, oh, here's a building we didn't even bother going into, and it says there's something neat in there,
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I mean, like you see a large domed building that you think is likely the Menagerie,
Okay.
kind of in the northwest portion of the city. But other than that, you guys seem to have covered most of the aspects of the city and the major highlight points that are kind of indicated here on the map.
Okay. That's promising. I will attempt to like sleight of hand to delicately pick up the map.
Okay. You go to pick it up delicately, and it is very much kind of like stacked together with a number of other parchment maps underneath it and whatnot, and kind of like a solid brick of papers and whatnot, kind of like the rime, the frost, it's kind of like frozen it all together in kind of a solid block of paper.
Got it. Alright. So you're gonna remember this, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I will try one more thing. I'm gonna try and use prestidigitation to warm it up a little bit and see if I can use that to peel it off to take with me.
You start to use prestidigitate, and the map begins to, you start to feel the paper begin to kind of separate a little bit. But as you do so, you start to see some of the ink begin to kind of run together. As the water that was there is now kind of that was frozen is turning into a liquid water and kind of running some of the inks together.
Oh, all right. I
It's a
leave
good,
it. All
good
right.
thing we looked at it before you did that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I have half an idea. All right. Next room.
Again, similar to the other two doors, you see a kind of an older looking oaken door with adamantine lock and hinges.
There's a pause for a minute as I lean out in the hallway and go, Alice! Psst! Psst!
She stepped away for a moment, but she
All
can
right.
come. I don't think there's a reason why she would not just attack this door as well.
Yeah. All right.
Why leave
don't-
unhewn?
Exactly. I'll open the door first.
Okay, yeah, you open the door and again, you see this room has a desk with a number of similar to the first room, a cabinet with parchment scrolls kind of falling out of it. This one you see a dresser with writing materials on it. And yeah.
Dresser with writing materials. If only I could read. No, I'm just kidding. I'll kind of rifle through the dresser stuff, see if there's
Okay.
anything I can make heads or tails of.
Okay. Yeah. You do actually find in here an unfinished letter sitting on top of the dresser here. Written in Netherese, which is no, is Loras the language? It's written in the Netherese language.
Okay, got it. And that was like it was like Dragonborn, right?
Similar to Draconic.
Draconic.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, see if Monty's friend wants to come and have a peek at this. His mechanical
Professor
ball
Scott.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pop on over. Help you
Okay.
investigate.
Yeah. Before I try and move it or anything like that. So okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, so Dr. Scott comes over with Monty and kind of looks it over and reads it over, and he says, "This is a very interesting letter. It seems to be unfinished, but it goes on to talk about the acquisition of an artifact dating back to the Empire of Austria. It says this rune-carved stone spindle is described as having an unknown presence. And the author notes that it has been moved to the Citadel's stasis chamber for further study.
A spindle. Does that match the thing that we have? The thing, the one that is kind of out back, or am I thinking of something else?
Spindle?
Spindle.
Oh no, yeah. I don't know.
Not sure what spindle is a reference to.
I was thinking of the spire thing, but I'm very
Oh.
wrong, I think.
Don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, so all right. A spindle. Okay, good to know. And then no other documentation, you said, right?
Nothing else that seems to kind of jump out at you.
Yeah. Let's go do something else.
When you said Alice was hewing the lock off.
I would encourage her to, yes.
Yeah, so as it called Monty over, and you guys looked at the letter with Professor Scott and Talis. Was waiting for you guys to kind of finish up before taking Hugh to gather the lock, and as she does, it creates a loud explosion, sending lots of small pieces of door into the room, and the music skips and stops. And you see the people who are still out in the so Nicola, Ashar, Eno, and Kohi, see everyone kind of stop and turn and like look, and you see this kind of like scowl start on their face. And that's what we're gonna stop for tonight.
Okay.
Ooh, we pissed him off.
Mm-mm.
Not that
So-
kind of.
I'm totally gonna walk out and pull a fucking Ace Ventura. Oh my god, I would not go in there.
That bathroom is gonna plunger.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I'm
Okay.
starting to get tired, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Yep.
You're toast.
Eh,
Good
no,
night.
I'm toast.
I haven't
Thanks,
even
all.
started that portion yet.
Good game, everybody.
Hey,
Yeah.
now.
Good game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
lots
Lots of
of fun.
mystery